Subscribe to my channel Making Impossible and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of my upcoming videos.
Yo, what's up friends, I'm Shulazari and welcome back to Making Impossible, the channel that teaches you how to make the impossible and be the smartest person in the room. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you an amazing card switching technique. It's called the Mexican turnover card switch, and it's an old move and also a very important move in card magic because it's a card switch. And also it can be a secret saving move like my previous tutorial, because in some situations it can save you from getting caught in card magic, okay, while doing card magic trick. And I'll give an example in the end of the tutorial. So without any further ado, let's start our today's video.
This week's Instagram feature goes to James Kamucha. Follow him on Instagram. Link is given in the video description. I'll feature one lucky Instagram user every Monday in my Smack That Monday episodes. If you want your Instagram profile or page to be featured in my next Smack That Monday episode, follow the simple steps that are given in the video description. So now, let's continue.
Okay guys, this is how the card switching technique looks like. Now since this is not a standalone magic trick, this is just a move that I'm going to show you right now. You might not get misdirected and you might see how the move is actually done. But trust me, while you are doing this, while doing a card trick and you need to switch a card, if you are doing this move, nobody will actually know that you have switched the card instead of turning it over. So let's say we have this deck of cards and we're going to just select a random playing card. For example, let's say this one, the 4 of clubs, okay? We're going to use this card to turn this 4 of clubs over just like this, okay? Now, next time when we turn it over, you can see that the card is no more the 4 of clubs. It is the ace of diamonds. The 4 of clubs is right over here, which means I've been turning the 4 of clubs with this card just like this, and I switched this 4 of clubs with this card while I turned it for the last time. And this is what the move looks like, okay? And let's see how you can do this move in real time and in real life card magic, okay? Okay guys, here is the tutorial for the Mexican turnover switch, and for the tutorial I'm using 2 different cards, that is the ace of diamonds and the 8 of spades. And for better understanding, I'm using 2 different back cards. That means the ace of diamonds has the blue back and the 8 of spades has the red back. So let's say we have the 8 of spades over here, which is the card that we are actually turning, and this is the card, the ace of diamonds with the blue back, which we are using to turn this card over, okay? And we are turning the card just like this, okay? So this is the motion that you need to get yourself into, okay? And for getting into this motion, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to hold this card right over here with your thumb at this corner, and you're going to place your middle finger over here, your index finger over here, and this thumb over here. So you have this card in this hold, and you're going to use your middle finger to support this card right over here at the center, and you're going to use this card to go under this card by just pressing this card against the mat or the table surface that where you are actually performing this card turnover. You're actually going to press this card right over here, and you're just going to go under this card, and as you turn this card over, because of this finger, this card doesn't move away this side, okay? This card instantaneously turns over from this point, okay? And as it turns over, you will see that not only this card is turning over, this card is also turning over up to this point. And this is the most important thing that you need to do, okay? You need to actually turn this card just like this, okay? And not like this. This is a wrong turnover process, which won't help you do this card turnover switch. So this is the correct one, okay? And after you get into this motion, here is how you're going to do this switch. So you have this card over here. You're going to keep your finger right over here, and you again go under this card. But this time, what you're going to do is, you're going to leave your thumb slightly from this point. You're not going to come over here just like this. You're just going to leave this card slightly just like this. And as you leave this card, you're continuing with the motion of taking this card to the entire bottom of this card, okay? And as you push this card through the entire bottom of this top card, you're going to grab this top card with your thumb, and then you're just going to pull this card towards you. And as you pull it, this card will be right now in support of the middle finger and the index finger. So you go over here, you leave a little bit, and then you pull this card over just like this, and this card right now is touching your index finger from this point. So when you are at this point and you have pulled this card over here, you're going to turn both of these cards up to this point, and then you're just going to leave this card, leave this blue card from the grip, and you're just going to turn the blue card over. So this is how you're going to do the switch. Okay, you need to turn both the cards up to this point and then drop the bottom card on the top. Okay, drop the bottom card. That means you turn this card instead of this card. You come over here, you grab this red card and you turn the blue card, and while turning the blue card you're also turning this card up to this point, and then you turn the blue card. Because if you don't turn this card up to this point, the switch won't be perfect, because the switch would look just like this. Okay, the switch would look just like this. It would look nasty, and the spectators would know that you're not turning this card over. Instead of that, you're turning this card over. So you need to turn both of these cards up to this point, then you're going to drop the other card which you are using to turn the card over. So for example, if this is the card that we are turning, and if this is the card we are using to turn this card, then we are actually dropping this card at this point, and then we are taking the other card which was present over here. So this is how the switch is actually done. I also told you in the beginning that it is a secret saving move for certain occasions, and this would be a good example. Let's say you have done a double lift from the center of the deck, or maybe from the top of the deck. You have just done a simple double lift and showed to the spectator that this is the 4 of clubs. Okay, so the spectators are going to think that this is just a single card, this is the top card which is the 4 of clubs, but you know that this is not the top card, this is the second card, and we have a random card at the top. So you're going to make the audience think that you have kept the 4 of clubs right over here. You know that this is just a random card, and you also know that the 4 of clubs is over here, but the audience is going to think that this is the 4 of clubs. They are not going to think, they are going to know that this is the 4 of clubs. Okay, but let's say that the audience wants to see the 4 of clubs over here for the last time, or maybe they just want to make sure that you have kept the 4 of clubs or not. So at this point you can do the Mexican turnover switch. You can take the actual 4 of clubs, and while turning it over you can actually do the Mexican turnover switch and take the random card into your hand and keep the 4 of clubs right over there. Okay, while you are actually switching the random card with the other card. So they are going to see that this is the exact card that you have kept over here. And a quick thoughts of how you can actually do this move in real life is, you're obviously, this is a move and this is not a standalone magic trick, which means that you're going to use this in a magic trick. And let's say you're doing a magic trick where you have actually kept a random card over here, then after that the spectator selects a playing card, and you're going to switch that card with the spectator selected card, and you're going to say that the spectator has chosen that card which has traveled over here. So let's say this is the random card and this is the spectator's card. You're just going to do the turnover switch just like this, and then you're just going to show that this card is the spectator selected card, while you are actually taking that random card back from there to the top of the deck. And even if the spectator wants to see this, they are just going to see it, and they're not going to know that even if this was over here, they're just going to think that this was the card that used to turn this card over. So this is an example of how you can do this magic trick. And yeah, you're going to talk to your spectator while you're doing this card switching, because while you're talking to your spectator, they are also concentrating on your voice. So when you are actually switching the card, they are seeing you that you are turning over that card only, but they are not seeing you that you have actually switched that original card, which is the Queen of Clubs, from that point with the other card. They are just going to see you that you're turning this card over. And you're also going to do that switch very fast and very casually, so that it looks like that you're just turning that card over. And that is the entire tutorial. That is how you can fool your audience that you're turning that card over, but you're actually switching it. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this amazing tutorial. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did so, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @Shol_Zari. Also, if you have any questions, you can use the comment section for that, and don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, which is a Pretty Savage channel. I post funny videos over there, and the link to that channel will be given right in the description box as well as in the cards. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button of this channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss my upcoming videos and my future Smack That Monday episodes. Peace!